this is Anthony Hannigan. Welcome back to musicmoose.org. We've been talking a lot about the mandolin and technique, and so many people are excited, including myself. We want to get into some right-hand techniques, and one of the coolest right-hand techniques that was inventable by a man by the name of Jesse McReynolds. I'm sure it may have been around a lot earlier than that, but the person I learned it from was Jesse McReynolds. It's called crosspicking. And we did something in the previous exercise where we were just picking the notes and kind of crossing over the strings some, doing our down and up. Well, crosspicking is very, very similar. It's a great technique or an exercise to do to get your hand kind of separated from the rest of what you're doing musically. And I'm going to just break it down fairly simple. That tune that I started off with was just a little tag of a dip, pickle, rag. And it's actually kind of very similar to a banjo roll. And what you want to do, again, holding the pick very, very loosely, find your bracing point. And we'll start here just doing a simple backward roll, starting with the D string as a downbeat. And then we have an upbeat on the E string, and an upbeat on the A string, followed by the downbeat on the D string. So I'll do that one more time. Now we'll speed it up a little bit. And what you want to do is eventually get it up to a speed that you're comfortable with, but there's nothing wrong at all just doing it very, very slowly to start off. And a way to break up the monotony of the open strings, again, back when we were stretching our pinky, we could just fret certain strings to get that sound. And it works a lot better on the G and the D string and use the other strings as almost a resophonic kind of sound. So I'm going to do just a simple little walking up using the 2, the 4, the 5, or the 2, 4, 5, and the 7. And then I'm going to walk it back down 7, 5, 4, 2. So let's try this. Let's get our cross-picking motion going. Now I'm going to play it a little bit up to speed, and how you can see where this is going to go later on from there. And what I like to do, you can use any combination of notes you want to, but just for this exercise, we're going to stick around that right there, and we might work ourselves up to the 9 and 10 too. Okay, so here we go. And that's kind of at a moderate speed. You can actually play it even slower. Or you can actually play it faster. And this works great anytime that you're searching for a melody line and you're looking to play some fill over some existing chords that are going on with the band, or if you're not sure of the melody and you want to come up with a break for that particular song. And it works over a lot of the chords whenever you have an A string or a vacant string available. In this case, if I'm using my G double stop used on the 2nd fret A string and the 5th fret on the D string, up to a C, back to the G, to a little D, and what you can do is speed that up a little bit. And so on. You'll get the feel for it up and down the neck. And you can do it a lot, especially on the A and the E string, and the inside chords is what I like to call them. And it works on these chords too. But it really sounds good. And you can even get kind of experimental and just bring out the chord even longer. But we'll get into that too when we talk about some chord progressions and how to accent different chords too with the 9th and 13th notes. So we'll take a little tune like Ball and Cabbage Down, and we'll do it in D chord. And you can see how I can just run around on this, just using the 4th fret, the 5th fret, and the 2nd fret on the D string. Again. And basically all that is the down on the D, up on the E, up on the A, and down again on the D. And what this is going to do is really free up your wrist to do any kind of other picking or jumping across the strings that you want to do later on when you're playing. So let's do the Ball and Cabbage Down one more time, and we'll start it off at a moderate tempo. Just end right there. That's the first part of Ball and Cabbage Down, a great fiddle tune that I highly recommend learning in any kind of jam circle or just for your own personal arsenal of tunes. And that's one thing here at musicmoose.org that we like to do is teach you all the songs that we possibly can, songs you're going to encounter in your everyday travel, especially out there in the festival and jam circuit. So, again, down on the D, up on the E, up on the A, down on the D. You want it to sound like a very fluent roll.